In school, they tell us about the history of mankind. We were cavemen. Then we learned to work stone. Then we learned to work metal. We built cities. We wrote books. We launched rockets. And here we are. But what if everything wasn't so linear? What if history is not a ladder but a circle? What if we weren't the first to build, create, think? What if someone else lived before us and the world just erased everything they created? Göbekli Tepe. It is over 11,600 years old. This is a time when, according to textbooks, people still hunted with stone spears. And yet, it is not just a pile of stone. This is a complex temple complex. Huge T-shaped pillars weighing over 20 tons, carved from solid stone, decorated with bas-reliefs, snakes, foxes, scorpions. Archaeologists have not found any traces of housing here. Only a cult, temple, prehistoric, built before the wheel, before metal, before writing. How did they do it? And most importantly, why? In 2018, NASA and SETI scientists posed a provocative question. If there was another technological civilization before humanity, how would we detect it? They called it the Celuran hypothesis. Not because of science fiction, but as an exercise in thought. The Earth is not an archive. It is a dynamic system. Over millions of years, mountains rise, oceans change, rocks wear away. Plastic, metal, concrete, all of this will disappear without a trace in 5 million years, but something remains. Artificially altered isotope ratios, unexpected temperature jumps in geological layers, signs of mass production of chemicals, sudden waves of extinction not associated with volcanoes or asteroids. Perhaps such traces already exist. We just don't know where to look. If the ocean level rises by 100 meters today, London, Tokyo, New York will disappear underwater. In 10,000 years, only debris will remain. Somewhere deep at the bottom. But how exactly did this happen? In 2002, Indian oceanographers discovered structures under the waters of the Gulf of Cambay, symmetrical with straight lines similar to streets. Age 9,500 years BC. This is a time when, according to official history, people did not yet know architecture. From their stone blocks, carved shells, traces of everyday life were raised, all from a depth of 40 meters. Official archaeology does not yet recognize these finds as confirmation of civilization. But maybe because it changes everything? At the bottom of the Japanese island of Yonaguni is a strange structure. Platforms, steps, flat terraces. Some geologists say it is a natural formation, but the clarity of the lines is too correct. Everything looks like a temple or a fortress. Another unanswered question. 1901. Greek divers find the wreckage of an ancient ship, and among them is a mechanism with gears. More than 30 bronze gears. This is an astronomical calculator. It showed the movement of the planets, eclipses, and even the date of the Olympic Games. Dated to the 2nd century BC. Its complexity is equal to that of a medieval clock, but it appeared 1,000 years earlier. How did they do it? Why did we find only one? A ceramic jug with a copper tube inside was found in Iraq. From the time of the Parthian kingdom, circa 200 BC. Some researchers claim that if you pour electrolyte into it, you get a voltage. Not much, but enough to gild silver. This has not been proven conclusively, but the question remains, why would anyone need such a design before the discovery of electricity? The Giza stones have spiral holes. It's as if someone used a drill with even pressure. But it's granite. The material is harder than the copper the ancients had. Maybe it's just a lot of time, patience, and secrets we can't imagine? Derinkuyu, Turkey. A city hidden underground. 18 floors, ventilation, wells, bakeries, traps, space for 20,000 people. And no one knows who built it. Its age is estimated at 3,000 years, but it could be much older. Someone built a shelter from what? A flood? War? An unknown threat? In Peru, there are tens of thousands of kilometers of tunnels. Some are straight, as if cut by a laser. The so-called chincas, are like underground highways. Who dug them and why? And in Ecuador, there is a library of stone books, which was mentioned back in the 1960s. It was seen by researcher Juan Moritz. Thousands of plates with unknown writings, metal statues, a map depicting Atlantis. We have writing. We can read Sumerian, Egyptian, even Etruscan. But there are writings that no one has yet deciphered. Mohenjo-Daro culture, 3,300 to 1,300 BC. Architecture, water supply, sewage. And hundreds of symbols engraved on seals, but no long text, no key. We don't know. Is it language, codes, or something else? On Easter Island, before the colonizers, there was writing. Strange symbols. People, animals, geometric shapes. All knowledge disappeared with the last priest who remembered how to read. Sometimes the truth is hidden in myths. Plato wrote about Atlantis, a great civilization that disappeared in a day and a night due to a catastrophe. Indian texts mention Rama, a powerful empire with flying ships, beam weapons, and knowledge of the structure of the universe. In the Pacific Ocean, there are legends about Mu, the lost continent where the ancestors of the Polynesians came from. Maybe it's all fiction, or maybe a memory that survived the end of the world. What if the Earth, not the first time, gave civilization? Perhaps there were others, tens, hundreds of thousands of years ago, each that flew away and disappeared. Fire, ice, flooding, asteroids, shifts of magnetic poles, and again, primitive people. And again, all from the beginning. The history we know is a grain of sand. Maybe we are not the first, maybe not even the smartest. Maybe we are just an echo of something forgotten. The history of the Earth is not a book. It is a palimpsest. Someone has already written on these pages.